I've had this 86 Scottsdale now for about a month. I got her off the internet. Got her for about $2,200. The guy was asking $25, so I was able to get a good little deal off her. I mean, she is in good shape for an 86. Not too much to do with the inside. The carpet is really nice. The interior is really nice. The seat, of course, needs to be redone here. That's just a seat cover, but get out of the way. You can see the original color of the seat, and you can just see how it's, usual wear and tear. This truck used to be a farm truck, from what I understand. So, there's dust everywhere in this sucker. But she's dinged up here and there, but she hasn't been nothing too bad. The guy that I got it from was a younger kid. Of course, he was a hot rod kind of guy, but I don't think he knew too much about engines. And I'm not saying that I do. It's mainly where I got this one was because it's going to be easy to work on. And I don't have all that computer capability to plug it in and do all that stuff. But the engine on this one is I know it's a JEGS engine. It's a small block 350. Have an Edelbrock. I think it's an Edelbrock manifold and an Edelbrock carburetor. When they dropped this engine in, they had to do a lot of cutting wires here and there, and for some reason now the cluster over here on this 86, the cluster that I have for battery, oil pressure, temp, those don't work now because I know they had to cut some wires somewhere. I mean, I've been in this underneath this this dashboard here, and there's some loose wires. There's stuff that I'm finding that I don't know where it's connected to. For instance, these speedometer and the fuel gauge, when I got it, they were bouncing all over the place, like they were just on springs left and right. I didn't know how much gas I had on there. I just had to keep filling it up every now and then. But I finally just got tired and took off this cover, took off the dashboard, which was kind of a pain in the ass, but I'm used to it now, and just cleaned up the leads. There was a ton of dust back there. That had a lot to do with it. But either way, I know they cut those wires in there, and that's why they have this little cluster here for the temperature and oil. But it still gives it a hot rod look, and it sounds good because she does have some headers, some thrush headers all the way to the back, whatever that means. Auxiliary tank switch. I don't use that. My fuel pump went out a few weeks ago, and I had to have help from my neighbor, and he helped me replace the fuel pump in the back, and he said that there's really no use for that extra tank back there, and he cut that and just kind of jerry-rigged it, so now I don't need that other tank over there. So eventually I'm going to cut that off and get some of that weight taken off. These are my homemade speakers. I'm going to eventually put a plate right there and attach some 6x9s that came with the car. But cleaning up this back panel last night, and it was a filthy mess. I mean, there was just crap and dust from I don't know where. But I think an easy thing to do with this is just I've seen some custom-made panels that you can actually put. There's just a plate that went down from here, just right here, from here to here, and it was just a 6x9 that fits in there. And as it is right now, I just have these jerry-rigged homemade surround sound speakers. But you know what? This car, I really don't care about the stereo because I'll show you. That's why I don't care about the stereo. I'd rather hear this all day long. There's a new fuel pump that we had to get replaced right there. But not too bad. summer right now. Actually, it's just beginning to become autumn and right before Halloween. So I'm really not interested in having this on right now, but I know come in July, I'm really going to be wanting it. So I might just leave everything attached there. Brand new battery. Some of the issues with that putting in this motor, I think cutting in that the electrical system, my dome light doesn't work. That doesn't work up there. And my horn's not working right now, so this is on my to-do list to figure out, you know, to find out where that wiring harness is down here somewhere. Like I said, I had that cover off, so I'm kind of familiar with what's down there. It's just a matter of fishing it out and figuring out what's what. Tachometer I put on there so I can see how much I can get her going. Get her changing gears about 5,500, and she sounds good. I'm getting a Transgo stage 3 shifter kit coming in the mail hopefully this week. Get that on there and see how that goes. I love these rims, those hubs. It just gives that old style look. There's a lot of issues I need to work on, but I do like that sound. I'd rather have that than the stereo. That's for sure. I like that. But you know, she's good for her age. Being an old farm truck, has some rust issues. A lot of rust issues, bad acne there. Have a lot of vacuum issues to work out. You can hear that. A lot of this is just cosmetic, but you know, it's on my list, and if I keep this channel going, maybe you'll see me fix her up as time goes on. Searching out a lot of these issues with that vacuums. You hear a lot of vacuum leaks, issues with that muffler. But I mean, she does drive good. You can tell, like I say, it's an old farm truck, so it looks like maybe he rubbed up against a fence post or something right here. Not really contact with another vehicle, but you can definitely see that it pushed that whole fender area in. And I have this part right here, just like on this side. I have this bezel. It's been put back together, missing a couple pieces, but down here you can see that there's no room for that bezel to square up. The attachment for the bezel is way back there, and the bezel just comes straight down here. So this is a big issue right here. I'm thinking I have to take off this bumper, deal with that. I'm not sure how to deal with that yet. I'm doing this all on my own on a budget. My neighbor is a hot rod guy, and I know he said he's going to help me put in that shifter kit, and that's going to be a fun project. It looks pretty easy. YouTube has been a plethora of wealth for me of knowledge on what to do, how to fix this and how to fix that. So I'm kind of hoping to give something back with just my little home do DIY type thing. It's my midlife crisis right here. Instead of getting a motorcycle or a mistress, you kind of get me a little hot rod pickup. I guess that's how we do it in Kansas. I'm not much of a bike guy, but I like that spirit. And I'm a family man now. I'm at a point in my life where I can afford something like this and have some fun. As long as I keep the bills going and the lights on, I think my wife will let me do it. She likes this as well. My kids love riding in this. I'll give you a ride sometime. Just see how she does on the high end, on the highway. She has like a 305, 308 rear end differential back there. I think it's a 12 bolt. Talked to my neighbor. He said we can, Definitely have to look for some new ring and pinions, because I want to get some like 411s on there so I can light them up at the red light. And with that shifter kit on there, I think it's going to make a big difference. I'm not going to be breaking any records, but she already turns as it is, and I enjoy that. These headers, those are nice. I'm going to have to do a little bit of repair on that. I'm not much of a welder, but we have a welder in the family, but he lives too far away, but who knows. Definitely need to get this part of the tailpipe replaced, the exhaust. See over there, I put some putty, some of that JB Weld putty on there, just to cover up the holes that were there. Did a good job. It definitely gave her a different sound, rather than having that ghetto whoopty sound. After I put that on there, she sounded really nice. But new shocks are in the line, down the line somewhere. Definitely want to get a new ring and pinion going there. My tires are fantastic. That's one thing I'm not going to have to worry about. She's a good little truck. You guys, if I get people that are interested in it, see my do-it-yourself kind of work, please feel free to give me any kind of opinions. I'm not making myself out to be any kind of professional. Like I said, as a matter of fact, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have been doing this. I wouldn't be able to do any of this. Look at that. That's nice. That guy over there has a ton of hot rods. I feel right at home at this place. I don't mind. So far, you guys got my license tag, but you know, you can see it on the road. Yeah, my neighborhood's pretty cool. Never get in trouble for firing up at 11 o'clock at night and revving that engine up in the garage. Alright, hopefully we'll get some people that like this, and if you do, maybe you can watch the progress. If not, hey, that's cool. It's big C out there. Alright guys, hopefully I'll get some subscribers, and you can see the progress of her. Help me name her. See ya.